Pretty much all of it. Nobody was going to tell Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker how to have a match. I'm sure that Pat Patterson, although I can't say this definitely, but I would think 99% chance Pat Patterson was the agent and heard what they were going to do and probably talked with him and gave him some suggestions because he'd been in 20 million cage matches. But just the concept of the match itself, we've talked about it before, but I'll go over it real quick. I stole the idea of having a cage that didn't set on the ring, but encompassed the ringside area from the big cage that they used in Memphis in the angle between Lawler and Austin Idol, where Tommy Rich came out from under the ring and they beat him, shaved his head. And yes, the War Games cage played into it because it had a top on it. So I took the Memphis cage around the ringside. I took the War Games top of the cage. And then Kane coming out and yanking the door off, as I've talked about, was Kevin Sullivan's idea to debut Doug Furnas in Knoxville on Christmas night, I believe 87-ish or whatever, when he was the world's strongest man. He came out and jerked the door off the cage and saved the baby faces. Well, in this case, we just, researched the idea for Kane. So that was the original concept for why the cage was so big, why it had a top on it. There'd be no way in, no way out. And the brother the Undertaker would debut and make a huge impact by jerking the cage door off, which nobody in the WWF had ever seen at that point. Boom.